How many grandfathers in the house? Grandfathers in the house, right? Y'all already putting it into it, taking and thinking about the future generations. It's good to do it individually, but if and as we learn together, like many other cultures do, it's just much more powerful, much more enduring. We can share the load, share the knowledge, share the resources, and organize the power. Can I get an amen?
Last month at Destiny Youth Plaza, the Milwaukee Office of African American Affairs held its 20th Fatherhood Summit. Hundreds of dads and grandfathers attended. The summit offered a variety of vendors and workshops connecting local fathers to resources helping them through the challenges of fatherhood. The main workshops of the event were the ones that focused closely on fathers' physical and mental health. A big conversation surrounding men's health was the alarming increasing rates of prostate cancer in Black men. Dr. Kevin Izzard of the Prostate Health Equity Project held a workshop on prostate cancer awareness and proactive cancer screenings.
The Prostate Health Equity Project is a project that's funded by the Greater Milwaukee Foundation, and we're seeking partnerships with different organizations in the city that are, in particular, who are addressing minority health issues. We're working with Black Men Moving Forward. We're working with different establishments like G's Barber Shop or other different organizations and with the Medical College of Wisconsin to try to find creative ways to get the word out about prostate cancer.
In Dr. Izzard's workshop, he stated that Black fathers are at greater risk of being diagnosed with cancer. There are a few fathers in attendance currently battling cancer.
Hello, everybody. My name is George Lawson. I have prostate cancer. I diagnosed at the early stages right now. And while we were watching this, and Dr. Izzard asked, how did that make you feel? And my brother says, scary. But it's not scary if you take your health serious. I've been going through my exams since the age of 40. And one of the things I want to recommend is take your health seriously. Get your physicals every year. And if you don't have a doctor that you think is listening to you, get you another doctor.
I told my two grandsons that are real close to me, they're 11 and 8. And I'm like, I want God to keep me on this planet until I see you grown men, because I want to see what type of men you grow into. And so it's very important. I'm not sure about Gary, but I have great grandchildren too. And so it's very important to, me being the pawpaw or the head, to have my family around me for that support, and also for them, because you're not in this by yourself. If you have a family, it affects everybody in your family.
One of the resources provided for the fathers at the summit was a free cancer screening kiosk. George Lawson's younger brother, Gary, was one of the many brave men to test for cancer.
Knowing that my dad had it, my brother had it, I know that I'm probably at a very high percentage of having it also. I mean, there's only 2 years difference between us two. And so I want to be proactive, so I'm going to be screened today. I was telling people that about this Black Summit, that Fatherhood Summit that we're at. People asked me, well, so what do you think about it? I said, men stepping up, right? Mm-hmm. Men stepping up, men being present. But to be present, you got to be there, right? Mm-hmm. You got to be there for your children and continue to set that example. So my children are my most precious commodity. Mm-hmm. My children are the most important thing in my life. And we are tasked to help them be better than we are. Mm-hmm. And for us to do that, we have to be there for them. Mm-hmm. And so I want to live a full life, and I want to, as he was saying, I'm looking toward the future, and I'm like, well, I want to see my grandkids growing up. I want to see where my children grow up to be fully in life, right? And I want to see maybe some great grandchildren also.
Along with the cancer awareness workshop, there was also a mental wellness workshop, educating fathers on the impact mental health has on their ability to parent. Dr. Leah Knox of Black Space Headquarters was there to connect fathers with better mental health awareness.
Many times they go through so much, they don't even realize that they are exhibiting these symptoms. Recognizing the signs and symptoms is the number one thing we tend to do. So there's irritability, tearfulness, the ability to not work at times, legal issues, domestic issues. Much of that comes from past trauma, whether it came from childhood, different traumatic incidences in their lives as adults, as well as partners. And so then when they have children, it's generational. That could be passed down. And we're here to break that cycle, destigmatize mental wellness, and make sure that people get the help they need, but once again, from a culturally intentional lens.
Stability and mental health amongst men, because we can understand each other a little bit better. And maybe not men, fathers, same thing, but fathers. Having that understanding with each other, because it's here we can let down our machismo and we can actually talk. And that's important to me because it's a safe environment for those things.
Although the day was information and resource-based, there were still a number of wholesome moments displaying the joyfulness of fatherhood.
It's not the best, but she chose the font. She was 7 years old. I just wanted to get something on my arm that she actually brought it up. You don't have any tattoos. My mom has tattoos. My aunt has tattoos. You don't have any tattoos. I said, well, I don't want to get any tattoos. Well, you got to get a tattoo of me. Okay. And she convinced my girlfriend at the time that I needed to get a tattoo. So we ended up in a tattoo shop. She drew it out and we took it to them and we got it done. However, no one told me tattoos hurt that much, okay? And this is as far as I could go. It was supposed to be like a whole big thing, but I tapped out right here and I shall not be judged for it. We got the name and that's as far as I'm gonna go with that.